Okay, hello everyone. I'm Xuanji Meng from Tsinghua University, and I'd like to say that it's a great honor to be here at NDSS 25 to give a presentation about our new work, Rondo, which is a scalable and reconfiguration-friendly randomness beacon. So I know that basically for some of you there would be some jargons in this title. So now why not we move to the first basic question. So what is a distributed randomness beacon? DRB, right? So actually, DRBs provide unpredictable and publicly verifiable randomness, which you can consider as a randomness generator, but in a distributed way. It can periodically output random numbers in blockchain systems or other distributed systems. So it is very essential for decentralized applications and cryptographic protocols. Also, it enables fairness and security in trustless environments. So here are some key applications for DRBs. The first one is blockchain smart contracts. You can use DRBs to develop secure lotteries on the blockchain systems or validator selection, like in Ethereum or Chainlink. Furthermore, you can use it to build consensus mechanisms like leader election in POS blockchains, just like Ethereum's. And what's more, online voting systems. So it can be used to prevent bias and manipulation. Also, you can use it in zero-knowledge proofs. You can use it to generate public randomness for privacy-reserving protocols. So it's quite useful. It's a basic or fundamental components for many applications. Okay, so the basic concepts of randomness beacon dates back to 1983, when Rabin firstly formalized the notion of randomness beacon, and after that, several seminal works has been proposed during these years, and now we propose Rondo in this NDSS 2025. Yeah, despite the advancements, there are still some challenges or downsides of the previous works. To be more specific, that brings us to our research question: can we build a distributed randomness beacon protocol that is both scalable and reconfiguration friendly in the partially synchronous network? So you can see that from that table, which shows the comparison of DRB protocols, Rondo is the only one that achieves reconfiguration friendly and has a lower communication complexity in a partially synchronous network. So to be more specific, the previous existing protocols basically are facing some major issues. The first one is their high message complexity. Many of them require O(n)³ communication, which means that their communication cost will scale with the cube of n, which is the number of the participants in the system. So the communication cost is very cumbersome. And secondly, existing solutions lack dynamic reconfiguration property, which means that the participants in the system cannot get in and out freely. So we solve these problems, and next, many protocols suffer from increased latency, which means network delays, and computational overhead. Actually, because they have inefficient fundamental cryptographic primitives, or say algorithms. So, for example, approaches like threshold BLS, signatures like DRAND and Definity enhance security but suffer from high aggregation overhead, which is kind of time-consuming cryptographic operations. Okay. And here comes our key contributions, which are corresponding to the aforementioned challenges. The first one is that we proposed a new cryptographic primitive, bAVSS-PO, stands for asynchronous verifiable secret sharing with partial output for efficiency. We use this efficient algorithm to lower the computational and communication overhead. And next one, Rondo BFT, which is a Byzantine fault-tolerant consensus protocol with dynamic reconfiguration that support free in and out in the system. Others, optimized polynomial commitments is a specific component that we use to build our bAVSS-PO. And based on this, we achieve high throughput with reduced latency. And let's now get into the technical details of our protocol. Here's the workflow of our main protocol, Rondo. It consists of 4 phases. The first one is commitment phase. You know the fact that to collaboratively generate randomness, each participant in the system need to generate its own randomness and then combine them. So the first part, nodes generate and share their random secrets using our bAVSS-PO to maybe broadcast it. And in the second part, validation phase, the receivers need to check the correctness of the information in the first part. So we use our partial output verification ensures correctness. And in the second phase, the agreement phase, the wrongly shared secrets in the second phase will be aborted. So all the nodes need to make an agreement about the left secret shares. So after that, in the final phase, each of them will use these secret shares to recover the initial randomness. So we call it reconstruction phase. And here's the one of the key components of our protocol, the Rondo BFT, which enables the in and out procedure of our protocol. The key properties of it is that it is built on hot stuff. It extends hot stuff to support randomness beacon generation, and it has dynamic reconfiguration, which means it allows nodes to join and leave without compromising security, and we achieve low latency and also Byzantine tolerance. This one is the breeze, which is the instantiation of our newly proposed primitive bAVSS-PO. Actually, I did this. I put batch polynomial evaluations techniques in it. So the meaning of the word batch is that previously most of these kind of protocols check the polynomial one by one, which is time consuming. So we use batch techniques to check these points at once in a batch, so it can definitely accelerate the whole procedure. So it reduces proof size and improves verification speed and lowers the computational overhead while maintaining security. I'm sorry. So basically, here's the workflow of it. In the first part, the dealer need to share its secrets with some verification data, so we we write it as a set, and in the second part, the receiver need to verify it, and if it successfully validates it, it respond with the signature, and the original dealer need to collect these signatures and combine them as a certificate. With enough signatures in the certificate, it can broadcast it to justify his correctness. And here comes our performance evaluation results. Actually, from this figure, which clearly illustrates our scalability, you can see the green or red or blue lines, which is our performance. The throughput of our Rondo decrease only slightly when the number of the participants increase, whereas the traditional methods, TBLS, will dramatically drop when the number of them increase. So it means that our protocol is more efficient and has the scalability. Okay, and we also conducted more additional performance experiments. We tested the latency of each of our components, and we make breakdown pictures of our results. So, okay, so here comes the solution. Here comes the conclusion. As we like to say that Rondo is a music, right? And that's also exactly why we name our protocol by Rondo. I hope you can dance with Rondo and enjoy the randomness. Rondo is a scalable beacon that evolves and reconfiguration friendly. So if you want to see the full version of our paper, please scan that QR code. I'm Xuan Jimeng. Thanks for listening.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions? Questions? If you have a question, please come here to the mic. Okay.
Quick question, can you extend your scheme to asynchronous setting, like for common coins?
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good question. I know what you mean, but actually that depends on the agreement consensus protocol. So basically, our breeze, the bAVSS-PO can definitely be extended to the asynchronous network, whereas the Rondo BFT cannot do that. So probably you can extract that component and try to.
You are using hot stuff for
yes.
the breeze, but hot stuff is partially synchronous.
Yes, it's partially synchronous.
So you are saying swap that for any asynchronous protocol, so you can do the same thing, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Any more questions? More questions? I'll use the chance to ask a question. So you didn't present, well, you did it quickly, which is great, but you didn't present exactly your notion of the randomness requirement that is produced, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if you have it, if you have it in backup slides or not. Maybe you can explain the notion of randomness that you ensure a bit.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
The randomness property of your output. Right? Maybe you can explain a bit what is the randomness that you ensure and compare it to the classical pseudo randomness requirement? Because it's not exactly the same, right?
Yes, it's not exactly the same.
So maybe explain a bit why it's different, right? And
I see. So basically, the randomness beacon is a specific protocol that can be implemented in the distributed system. So that pseudo randomness generator or other things is only used in the traditional systems. Yeah, I think that would be the main difference. I might clearly answer that question.
Not exactly. I was talking about what is the requirement that defines if your output is sufficiently random. What is a test for the output to see if it is random enough or not? How do you define your randomness requirement, right?
Define the randomness requirement.
Yes, from your output, right? I mean, you're producing string of values which are supposed to be random, right? So how do you define what do you require from your output to be random? Because it's not. Okay, the traditional requirement will be that it's indistinguishable from random, right?
Yeah.
And your requirement is a bit different?
I'm sorry.
You don't remember, maybe.
I didn't quite follow you. Sorry. It's probably because my English listening is not that. Sorry. You mean the randomness requirement?
Yes.
You mean the you mean the requirement for our protocol or other applications?
From your protocol, you produce this beacon, right, which is supposed to produce random bits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
What is the test of the random bits? What should it satisfy?
The fact.
What is the property that you need to satisfy?
Try to communicate in Chinese, maybe that would work.
Yeah.
他想要知道那个你的 output 的那个 randomness 是什么性质，就是它到底满足就是这个 beacon 到底要满足什么性质。
Okay. I see. Okay, thanks for help. Okay, it means that so the basic property that the requirements we need to achieve is the bias resistance and unpredictability. It means bias resistance means that none of the participants have the ability to
influence.
bias the final output, and unpredictability means that none of them can predicate the output of the beacon in advance. So that's the two main properties required.
Yes, but if you look at the second property, unpredictability, so it's very different from, at least it looks different, from the classical requirement of indistinguishability from random.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there is it,
Oh,
did you show, is it equivalent or?
Yeah. Now I totally understand. Yeah. So that's so the two properties I just explained are the two extra requirements actually. So basically, that randomness strings need to have the same property as the traditional ones. Yeah, that's the basic requirement.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay,
I'm
thank
sorry
you.
for that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.